vTv Therapeutics is a clinical stage biopharmaceutical company developing small molecules for large therapeutic areas. Our lead candidates are in type 1 diabetes and in Alzheimer's. And importantly, these are all drug candidates that we discovered in our laboratories.
Roughly 1.6 million people in the United States of America and many more around the world suffer from type 1 diabetes, a truly burdensome disease that affects one throughout their lifetime.
Type 1 diabetes is a disease where the immune system has attacked and destroyed the cells in the body that make insulin. And so the treatment historically has been trying to perfectly replace insulin.
Insulin has a very narrow therapeutic window, so any effort that you can do to try to widen that, it will reduce the side effects of insulin, like risk of hypoglycemia or weight gain.
Despite the fact that we have many new formulations of insulin and new devices and even integrated programs, the majority of patients with diabetes do not achieve the treatment goals defined by the American Diabetes Association. TTP-399 is a new compound that works in the liver, and with regards to blood sugar, it increases the amount of glucose that's taken up by the liver, particularly after meals. That's really attractive in type 1 diabetes because that's when we have the most difficulty controlling hyperglycemia. Having a once-a-day pill that improves blood sugar without increasing the risk of hypoglycemia, ketoacidosis, or lactic acidosis that's well tolerated is a big win for patients with type 1 diabetes.
TTP-399 first started out in type 2 diabetes, and actually it worked. What we saw was a larger need in the type 1 diabetes space. We've just completed a very successful phase 2 program.
Glucokinase is a fascinating target. It's the key regulator of glucose metabolism. When your glucose changes in your blood, glucokinase gives the signal to the liver to get more glucose, use more glucose, and to the pancreas to secrete more insulin. Because it's such a key regulator, it's a very attractive target to treat diseases like diabetes. The Simplicity study was a phase 2 study designed to compare TTP-399 as adjunctive to insulin with intensive insulin treatment.
The Simplicity 1 trial was conducted at a number of centers around the country in patients with type 1 diabetes, either on pumps or multiple daily injections, either using continuous glucose monitoring or not. And what we found overall in the program is a meaningful reduction in hemoglobin A1C. And then what I think is the most important endpoint is looking at patients who achieve a composite of A1C lowering despite no increase in insulin, without any evidence of ketoacidosis or lactic acidosis or hypoglycemia. And there we particularly saw big improvements for the TTP-399 group as compared to those treated with placebo.
TTP-399, vTv's glucokinase activator, can be an adjunctive therapy and provide a new option in improving the lives of people with type 1 diabetes and other forms of diabetes. They showed significant reduction in hemoglobin A1C levels, the gold standard for measuring diabetes outcomes, as well as many other clinically meaningful outcomes, such as spending most of the day in a reasonable tight glucose range and avoiding hypoglycemia, which is a very acute complication of type 1 diabetes. GDF is very pleased to partner with vTv Therapeutics, which has a commitment to improve the lives of people with type 1 diabetes and other forms of diabetes and other diseases.
As I look ahead, vTv Therapeutics, first and foremost, wants to get the next trial running in type 1 diabetes, especially based upon guidance we get from the FDA. We're also running a trial in Alzheimer's patients that have type 2 diabetes and maintaining that trial in a safe manner for patient safety. And we look forward to results from all these trials and our other drug candidates in the years to come.